Welcome back to Learning How. Today we're learning about Scott Joplin. Joplin was born around 1867 or 1868, somewhere around that time, and he died in 1917. He is from Texas, but he lived and also in Missouri also. Joplin taught himself how to play the piano in a home where his mother worked. He came from a very musically gifted family. His mother sang and played the banjo, while his father played the violin. He is best known as a ragtime composer and performer, but he also composed 2 operas. So he's not just limited to ragtime music. He's also written and composed 2 operas. And so he considered ragtime to be a form of classical music. And in fact, he disliked the practice of ragtime music and honky-tonk. So he didn't consider it to be something informal or not high class. He considered it to be a high class type of song, to be more like classical music to him. And so he is quoted saying that one day the maple leaf, which is one of his songs, will make me king of ragtime composers. During his time in history, in 1898, the Spanish-American War began. And then in 1914, World War I, that's what a tongue twister for me, began. The song that we're going to study from Joplin is called Maple Leaf Rag. So this is called Maple Leaf Rag. It was published in 1899. It is one of Joplin's first compositions and set the framework for future ragtime pieces. Maple Leaf Rag is considered the most famous ragtime piece in history. In 1903, another musician wrote a Maple Leaf Rag song and wrote it with lyrics to it. So ragtime is music with syncopated melodies and accents, especially on the piano. So let's see if you can hear some of those syncopated melodies and accents for this ragtime. It's very lively and fun. So let's see if you can hear all those pieces. Song from Joplin that we're going to study is called Treemonisha. Treemonisha was an opera written in 1911. Treemonisha was mostly unknown for decades. It was rediscovered in the 1970s, and its very first complete performance was performed in 1972. Joplin won a Pulitzer Prize for the music posthumously, which means after he died, in 1977 for Treemonisha. So he did not receive recognition for this piece until he died. So, but we're glad to have it because it's very cool.
I found hidden pencils.
Ooh, pencils.
Yeah,
So let's see if you can hear some of this great opera. And an opera is a dramatic story. It's very similar to like a play, but it's such a music for singers and instruments. So it's very much like a play, but it's all based, like it's all just music.
Yeah.
So this is fun. The third song from Joplin that we're going to study is called The Cascades. It is believed that this piece was written to commemorate the Cascade Gardens at the St. Louis World Fair in 1904. In fact, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, don't fall. The Cascade Gardens are depicted on the cover of the sheet music for the Cascades. The keyword that we're going to study is called syncopated. Syncopated means the notes are played on the offbeat. The accented notes are played on the weak beat. So let's see if you can hear any of the syncopated in part of the song. Is there any accents on the weak beats? How do you think this sounds similar to the Maple Leaf Rag? Do you hear any similarities in these 2 pieces? Give a good listen. Fourth piece that we're going to listen to from Joplin is called The Entertainer. I'm pretty sure you've heard of this song. In fact, we hear this every Thursday during spring, summer, and fall in our neighborhood. There's an ice cream truck that comes by and plays this song out of its loudspeaker to entice children to want to come and buy his overpriced ice cream. But this song was written in 1902. It was first published as sheet music. It was later made into piano rolls for a piano player. And so this piece was popular when it was first published. And again in the 1970s when it reached number 3 on the Billboard charts because it was used as a theme song for a movie. So there you go, it came back alive in the 1970s. And so today we're going to meet the instrument called the player piano. These are really cool. A player piano is a piano with an intricate design that allows it to play automatically. The notes are being played are being played through air holes, and then it rotates a paper roll. So as the paper rolls through this piano, the notes are played through air blowing through holes, and it's really cool. So I will link a video into what a more detail of what a player piano is, so you can check that out if you're interested. And let's see, have you heard this song before? Maybe your ice cream truck plays it too. If not, maybe is there another place where you've heard this song playing? Maybe in an old time arcade. You've heard an old time arcade. Well, if you haven't heard this song, maybe you've seen a player piano before. Maybe think about, have you ever seen one? Maybe in a movie or even in real life. Have you had the opportunity to see one in real life? So just think about it. Okay, so we're just able to hit the play button. All right, so since Joplin was from Missouri, here are some fun facts about Missouri. We can thank Missouri for the first ice cream cone. There have been some incredible tornadoes in Missouri, very deadly, very large. So they're known for being a tornado-prone area. And also, which I was very shocked because this very surprised me. The most powerful continental earthquake struck Missouri in 1811. There was a series of earthquakes, but 3 large ones. All of them were at least a magnitude of 7.5 or larger. And so I was really surprised by that because I always think, oh, that's for California. I mean, they're known for having lots of earthquakes, but no, it was Missouri. Also, I thought this is a fun fact about Missouri. There was once a Democrat, who opposed Abraham Lincoln's political stance. And so he decided, hold on one second. Oh, I hear the sea. Yes, in that little tiny shell, I hear the ocean. I thought it was on a vacation. Do we go on vacation for a moment?
Yeah. Hear it again.
Oh, I hear it again. Oh, I hear it. Okay, so there's this man who did not like Abraham Lincoln's political stance. So he said, I'm going to protest by not shaving my beard. I'm not quite sure if that really impacted Lincoln or not by this man not shaving his face. But he was quite committed to it because he did not shave his beard for 50 years. His beard grew to an incredible 122 feet. And in fact, he had to carry his beard in a little silk bag, or he had to tuck it into his shirt, because I can imagine that would get caught in things. I mean, how do you drag that behind you? That is quite a substantial beard grown on. That would definitely, I do hear it. So that man was very committed to his political beliefs. I do hear it going shh. The St. Louis Arch is the country's tallest monument. And here's another really cool fact about Missouri, is that Missouri is the location of the first successful parachute jump. I don't want to know what states were known for the not successful parachute jumps. That would be pretty awful. But the very first successful parachute jump was in March of 1912 from Captain Albert Berry. And he was the first one to jump out of an airplane using a parachute. So today we're learning how we are going to celebrate these fun Missouri facts by making our own parachutes and seeing if we can make our little army men successfully drop with our parachutes.
Wow, I hear it, Mama.
So it'll be fun. Be ready to come and decorate your little parachute. You maybe bring some markers to decorate it so they don't rip. They're gonna be very thin coffee filters we're going to use to be able to do this, but you're going to be able to decorate your own parachutes. They bring some like washable markers for it. I do hear it. And we're going to be able to attach them to our army men and see if we can make our own successful parachute jumps too. Enjoy. See you later.